Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today talking about Mr. Trubisky's Madden rating. But before we get to that, just want to say real quick again, if you are a subscriber of the channel or just somebody that enjoys the content, consider going to the description section, checking out the link to my Patreon page that I just started. You could check out more info about that if you want to possibly support the channel. All right, so let me give a nice detailed breakdown of Mr. Trubisky's Madden rating. It does not matter. It absolutely does not matter whatsoever. I know it's a popular topic right now and everybody won't stop talking about it, but it does not matter on so many levels. Number one, is he disrespected by his Madden rating? Who cares? It is a video game. I won't say who cares. Why should it care? Obviously, some people care about it, but why should it matter? It is a video game. Not only is it a video game, it's a video game that's going to update periodically. So guess what? Whoever does well, their rating's going to go up. Whoever doesn't do well, the rating's going to go down. This isn't some predictor. This isn't some set in stone hierarchy. It's a video game. So all these people getting upset, like fans that get upset, whatever. Like, okay, and you can change the stats if you want to. Who cares what Madden thinks? Or why should you care what Madden thinks, I should say. Number two, people talking about it's a motivator. Look, I'll say this. If my franchise number 2 overall pick quarterback needs a Madden rating to motivate him to go to a new level or to play better or to practice harder or to study more or to perform, then I don't want that player. Not at just quarterback, at any position. I get it's a cool talking point. I get it's the social media age, so you're going to see players talking about their Madden rating. And, of course, Madden doing the reaction campaign right now because people like reactions, all that crap. And, yes, I'm sure players do for like a second be like, oh, man, what? They gave me a 78, man. I'm probably more like an 85. Okay, cool. And you move on. But to say that, oh, man, I'm about to be in the gym an hour earlier, and I'm just sitting there grinding through the weight. I'm out on the field, hitting the cones, going through an extra rep. I'm out here focusing and getting on game tape from last year and previous years just to really perfect my craft. Just because they gave me a few lower notches on my overall in Madden, I don't want that player. As a coach, I'm telling you, I don't want that player. As a fan, I don't want that player. So yes, it's cool for y'all to talk about Mr. Trubisky is going to be so motivated by that Madden rating. He's going to go tear the league up. Okay, whatever. And if he is actually motivated, that's a problem. Even if he got better because of the Madden rating, that's a real problem. So anyway, that's how I feel about that. Now, the conversation I'll engage in, because it's fun, people want to talk about it, is the handful of quarterbacks, I'll say, that was rated above him that some people don't think should have been. All right, so number one, let me start with Lamar Jackson. Absolutely not. Lamar, and it's hard because people are so quick these days to call you a hater. It's like if you don't agree 100% and blow smoke up somebody's butt, you're just a hater. No, I'm just a realist. Lamar Jackson had good tools, but was not ready to be an NFL quarterback. And it was not helped by a team that decided to cater to his college style instead of trying to push him into learning how to be a quarterback. And then he got to the playoffs and got hyper exposed. So does the fact that you can run off, 20, 30 yard runs at the quarterback position make you a better overall quarterback? No. especially when you're talking about Trubisky is a great runner for a quarterback. And at first it was like, especially out of college, it was like, okay, he's mobile. And I'm thinking like, yeah, he'll be like Jay Cutler. He's pretty athletic, could pick up first downs when he needs to. No, Trubisky's a good runner. He's got a real good vision, and he's a lot faster than I thought he was, or at least he's become faster than I remember him being in college. So either way, he's not Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying that, but both can make big runs. But then when you're talking about actual quarterback plays, not even close. His accuracy, Lamar Jackson's, is dirt poor right now. And maybe it's because he lacks confidence. But either way, there's no planet where he played not even a full season, and most of the season he was a glorified running back, then got exposed in the playoffs. There's no way Lamar Jackson should be over Mitch Trubisky. All right, Marcus Mariota. That's a tough one. I mean, it's a real tough. It's been a bitter pill to swallow. Him not being good, and I thought he was such a great prospect. And again, I shouldn't say him not being good, but him not producing. And I'll say this, as I always say, football is a product of circumstance. People act like, oh, you're just good or you're bad. That's not how it works. And so I don't know the ins and outs of what happened in Tennessee. I know as far as his supporting cast, besides his O-line, hasn't been amazing, but it's been good enough. And some of the things that's most disappointing to me when I watch Marcus is his ability to process, because I thought he was great at it in college. And so yeah, that seems like it's part of the situation he's in. But as far as quarterback to quarterback, and again, it's hard to do these when they don't play for the same team, because there's no way you could really accurately say. But I'll say up until this point, no, Mariota just on film has not shown me to be better than Mitch Trubisky. I don't think it's a huge difference, but I do think Mitch is better. And I would say doing Mitch's little film breakdown of his touchdowns and even his interceptions, I gained a better appreciation for what Mitch is doing on the field. And so with Mariota, it's just, it hasn't come together. But I do think he has good touch. And of course he's mobile. And I think he's a good leader in all those intangibles and whatnot. But no, I wouldn't say he's better. Jameis Winston. Also very tough. Started out pretty good. And he's got the tools. It's just his decision making is so off the charts. He's so sporadic and turnover prone. But no, I haven't seen it out of Jameis Winston. I wouldn't say he's better than Trubisky either. And again, it's not a 10-point gap. But I do think he's lower than Trubisky. His accuracy just never was great. And so it's not like it fell off. It just never was good. It was never great. But his decision making, he's always been a gambler. And I don't know if he has the arm strength to gamble the way he has been. And he's not as mobile as most of these other quarterbacks. So yeah, I wouldn't say that. Now, Derek Carr. People pump the brakes a little bit. I get what's happening in Oakland in the last few years, but Derek Carr is better than Trubisky right now. Come on. It's not being a hater. It's just, football's football. At the end of the day, that's bigger than any team. And football's football. Derek Carr has more in his repertoire than Trubisky currently has, that we've seen on the field. So we'll see this year if he takes a step in the right direction, of course, but Derek Carr, yeah, I would say he's better. And again, same thing, not a 10-point gap. You talking about if we just doing Madden numbers, you talking about a 3 or 4 point difference. I wouldn't be mad at that. So I'm okay with Derek Carr being over him. And I think those are most of the quarterbacks that people are complaining about. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about Trubisky and his Madden rating. Share it around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe. Check out that Patreon if you get a chance. And remember, stay up and bear down.